Come up, come up, come up, come up. Come up, come up, come up.
The total number of spoiled to invalid ballot papers is 12. And the candidates.
Come up, come up, come up, come up.
The votes are as follows.
Watching
Honorable
Zondo.
S. Malema, 44 votes.
44 votes, Malem. He's just being a good sport. 44 votes.
Honorable MC Ramaphosa, 283 votes.
283 votes, Ramaphosa. Who would have thought? Oh, Matamela. Who would have thought? So I hope you guys are watching, because this was a reaction of the elections in Parliament where they just voted Matamela Ramaphosa as the president of South Africa again for the next 5 years. Lord knows how much I hate this song. Molo Molo Ramaphosa re tsamaya le wena. It is very, very, but what can you do? You have to trust our president in Gayton McKenzie in the decision he's made.
I accordingly declare Honorable MC Ramaphosa duly elected president.
Do you hear that, patriots? Matamela has just been elected as the newly president of South Africa again. He's now going to be doing his second term. I would really like to see comments. How are you patriots taking this? I would really, really like to see how you patriots are taking this. This one. Hey, Ramaphosa. Guys, how do you really feel about this second term of President Ramaphosa? Because I personally really feel our President Gayton McKenzie would have been a better president. What a smile. Oh, molo molo. Lord knows how much this song just ignites something in me. It makes me furious. But at the end of the day, we have to accept.
What is the song from the end of my road?
He says, what is the song of the DA? He says, here come the boy, here come the boy.
My appreciation.
Lord knows how much this is just making me laugh.
Everybody conducted themselves today.
And just to imagine how they've taken a whole day from 10 and it's now already 10 p.m. So they've been doing these elections for like 12 hours.
I now request the Speaker to take the chair.
So I really would like to hear what you patriots think. Because to be honest, we knew what was going to be the outcome of it, with the large majority of the DA, the ANC, the PA, and the IFP acquiring most of the votes. So obviously when they're going to vote, we already know that, because our president is always updating us, we already know how the votes are going to turn out. They said that they're going to vote for President Matamela, which they did. He's won outright as a president. They said they'd vote for the DA lady, who's the deputy speaker, and she's won. They've also said they'd voted for the speaker in which the ANC had put forward. And then she's now the speaker. So the ANC has gotten 2 posts, and the main post 2, then 1 going to the DA. So this is a marriage of the DA and the ANC. So it is DANC. You see, but it is FF only. Let's go. PA has already won. PA has already won. Nathan Mayers. PA has already won because coming from 60, it was 6,000 or so, I stand to be corrected, votes to 330,000. That's a big win. Yeah, Jackson James. But then it's not a scam. Just like I explained, that the PA did win, especially coming from where we come from. Hussein in India, you are welcome, Abduliki. Abduliki, you are welcome in the lives. I really want to hear what the speaker is saying now, because I think she should be closing off. She should be closing off.
NCC, PAC, UAT, Good, and the ANC.
Okay, speaking about the PAC.
We now start with the Democratic Alliance. You have got 2 minutes. It's there on the timer. When it's finished.
What are the DA going to say now? I hope they put Steenhuisen. I'd really like to hear what he says, because we really do believe that it was a sellout, and how this partnership is going to go is very, very funny. I don't know if I'm the only one who is concerned.
I think today is a historic day.
Jackson James, I like it when you say the deer are always crying. The deer are like a crybaby. I call them 3-year-olds. Mama, she won't play with me. Mama, she took my soccer. Mama, 1, 2, 3, mama. Okay, let's listen to John Steenhuisen, Patriots. I hope you are Patriots, because I'm a stand fast.
In doing so, they have told us that they want us to work together to build a prosperous, non-racial, united South Africa with a growing economy that works for everybody.
This Steenhuisen guy.
Now, as the members of this house, rise to that occasion.
And it's some type of way, because we really need to be supporting our president. So at the end of the day, have to now support Steenhuisen.
Needs us now to step up, end the era of finger pointing, and to start a new era.
My alien cyborg, what are you laughing at?
Shoulder to the wheel.
Yeah, they are always crying. Mama.
Into the future, and that the people.
And it's now that they're not opposition, I really want to see how this short marriage is going to be.
That we the dreams, the hopes and aspirations of every South African. The Democratic Alliance and I look forward to working with you, Mr. President.
I hope you can hear the audio, guys, from here. I really hope you can hear the audio.
To shake hands and to work collectively in the interests of the people we serve and the country we love.
I want to close this door. I'm actually standing because I don't have good light if I'm to sit down, but I will organize that better in future so that I can give you guys better lives. And I'm definitely going to do 2 or 3 reaction videos, which I'll drop by tomorrow morning. But serious, alien cyborg, who really wants to listen to the DA? I don't think they've ever had anything to say. But I really want to listen to Malema. This one I really want to listen to.
We have an experience of working with you even before, and we do not doubt your capacity. Our contestation of you was necessarily to contest the betrayal of our people, and it has nothing to do with you as an individual. Congratulations, Mr. President. We accept the results and the voice of the people of South Africa, which was expressed on the 29th of May. And we also accept the results of today's gathering because it's a reflection of a democratic practices. But we contested because we wanted to demonstrate to South Africa that we do not agree to this marriage of convenience to consolidate the white monopoly power over the economy.
A qualified philosopher, Lord. Any country's decisions are never public, my guy. You never learn.
That seeks to undermine the changing of property relations in South Africa. We refuse to sell out. We've never done so when we were young.
I'll get back to you, Menace.
We don't have a history of being collaborators. We are going to ensure this parliament is functional. We can reassure you that we will not fight with any bouncer. We are going to be the best and effective opposition that is going to ensure that both you and the DA are held accountable. This is not a government of national unity. This is a grand coalition between the ANC and the white monopoly capital. History will judge you and judge you harshly. Thank you.
Malema always seems to get me to laugh. I'm not gonna lie, patriots. Malema just gets me to laugh. Says history will judge you accordingly as those who were bowing down to the white monopoly. This guy talks like a robot. I really never enjoy listening to. Tell me, who enjoys listening to Ubaba Shabisa talking? Please, who enjoys listening to Ubaba Shabisa? Because I really like when he talks like a robot. We, yes, the people of South Africa. I want you to listen to this. Deputy Honorable Speaker. He speaks like a robot.
Excellency Mr. Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa on the election as the President of the Republic of South Africa. This is the beginning of a new era.
The beginning.
The IFP stands ready to serve in the government unity, knowing that South Africa is changed by the 2024 election results and the decisions that have been taken in the best interest of our country.
This one is being funded 40 million by the Oppenheimers.
And the eyes wide open, we have hope.
We also have to remember this guy. A whole 40 million. That was given by the Jonathan and another Oppenheimer, I forgot the name. So it was expected that he was going to be the first to jump and say, yeah, master, fat me, master. Ek is here. May live there. The president says, live there. No, the live there.
Rest assured of you on every right decision, but where we must disagree, we will do so and advance valid reasons of our disagreement. The IFP will not be diverted.
This one is a joke.
Nor lose its identity.
Yeah, but I didn't see Motsepe on that declaration. Is it maybe because I don't know whatever name of the company? But I'm open to verifying for you, Alien Cyborg. And also very thank you for your engagement. Thank you for your engagement. But some people when they speak, President, onse President. My phone sucks.
I would
My president.
like to congratulate the President, Mr. Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, I'm standing here as a person that got a second chance. 96% of guys that come from prison go back to jail. And my being here comes with a hope that I can show them that you don't need to go back to jail. And I think this country has gotten another chance.
Spoken like a
When
president.
you get a second chance, you must use it optimally. I think the voters gave all of us a second chance. I would like to congratulate the ANC for accepting the result, even if they didn't get 50%. The world is full of stories of presidents that only accept results when they get over 50%. I will support the GNU, and I'm proud of the GNU.
Our souls. Actually, souls.
And as the leader of the DA has said, we're done with politicking. We might wear different t-shirts. There will be those amongst us that will call us sellouts only because they are not part of it. But we've learned from them. When they were doing it in 2016, they were not sellouts. They don't have the only right. They have given themselves the right that if they work with white people, then it's fine. When we work with white people, then we are sellouts. They are the
Your
sellouts.
time is up. Begging for a job. Freedom Front Plus.
They say he's begging for a job.
Freedom Front Plus.
Our president. But somehow it really looks like he's begging for a
Order,
job.
honorable members. Order. Honorable members, can we allow me to speak on the podium? To make a statement?
And then comes this guy. Another joke. I don't really like the Freedom Front, but he's given one of the best speeches I've heard coming to the elections.
And if you look at the
This guy, I don't even know his name. Groeneveld or something like that.
And diversity. It says
Groeneveld.
cooperative.
Groeneveld. You guys can actually be watching from my classes. I don't know if that could beat copyright.
President, at the official
Watching from my classes.
announcement of the results at the results center,
Call me Gio.
that each and every member of parliament must remember.
But he's not. This guy has been opposition for the longest
does not
time.
belong to you.
So,
but to the people
what I wonder is that isn't he getting called being opposition? Doesn't he want to be in the part of the governing
because
party?
that's our constitutional obligation as members of parliament. Honorable President, the slogan of the Freedom Front Plus in this election was, let's restore and build.
But that's one of the Freedom Front, not the ANC. ANC doesn't restore and build. They steal, and lack management.
Tot almal se voordeel. But we will always have oversight and accountability. Mag
Okay.
nie die seën van ons hemelse Vader ontvang. Dis 'n groot las en taak op u skouers.
Yo, Afrikaans, ne? Afrikaans. But it's obvious, Cyborg, that this one is also being funded by the Oppenheimers.
Vir almal maak. Baie seën en baie voorspoed.
Thank
Yo,
you.
I wish I heard half of that, like I say. It's very, very sad that most of the time our Afrikaans is not always up to par. So we try. As much as I've been doing Afrikaans basically for about 8 years of my schooling career, but God doesn't even show. Sad. But we try. I also like this guy of Action XA. You know, in this country, as a leader, it's very, very good or important that you try to learn one of the native languages. We are black, but then we do make efforts to learn English. We try also with Afrikaans. You can hear basic Afrikaans. But it's also a problem when a lot of white people just only want to speak white languages, Afrikaans and English. What's wrong with learning at least one native language? At least learn isiZulu, which is the most spoken language in this country. Hence, every time Jacob Zuma speaks in isiZulu, people are against him, which is not a bad thing. It is the most spoken and understood language in South Africa. Most of the population of the country are Zulus. So, as much as we also don't like Zuma, at some point we must show him fair too. Because now I speak Sesotho, so yeah, that's definitely my language. Show him fair too. But we really need to consider as a country enforcing that everybody must speak a native language.
ACDP.
My English is running out. My English is not running out, RW.
Honorable Speaker.
It's not running out, shame. This guy should also retire. I see I'm Afrikaans, and it happens to me too, bro.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I understand. Because if you're Afrikaans, what happens to you though? What happens to you? Is it you struggling to hear other languages or what? I'd really like to understand. RW, get back to me. Get back to me. But politics, especially this year, it comes to a point where a lot of us are really getting interested in it. And I'm very, very happy, especially myself, because I was an ANC guy. And then I got converted by a friend, possibly about 2014, 15. I was in the EFF, I was a party agent, and then I went to the ANC. But by 2019, I was like, I just distanced myself. Then now, that's when I started taking the Patriotic Alliance about a year back, half a year back to be exact. So they don't teach it in school, Zulu. They do teach Zulu. Because this guy's not important, I'm going to turn down the volume. They do speak Zulu because if you're to check, I saw where they say they're starting to implement mother language teachings or subject, something like that, but I think teaching or subject in schools so that more kids could have better understanding, because it's very difficult if you are Zulu speaking and you're still struggling with English. Let's say your English school, because most schools do teach English because it's one of the number one languages in the country. This phone is about to go off. Oh well. So if we're in a country where most people are speaking isiZulu, forgive me that I'm standing such awkwardly. I have to get my phone on the charger, but I still wanna watch the TV. This UDM guy. Did you guys wait? I'm deviating, but did you guys see when the day of the elections when they interviewed this guy? I tried to do a reaction of it tomorrow or so, and then he's like, "I've been waiting to see you because you haven't been giving UDM any media attention." Now that was funny. That was funny because I never even expected it. I'm like, oh my God, he's such a legend. But then, okay, my remote is acting up. Hello, cupcakes. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, my English is running out. Afrikaans happens to me too, because I really, really want to learn Afrikaans. I do not want to deviate. I really want to learn Afrikaans. I would say I passed my Afrikaans at like 40%. And that was just fail back in my matric. So it's very, very sad. But then now that I'm in the PA, there's a lot of colors. So I find myself with people speaking Afrikaans and I do not understand properly at times. And that sucks. Well, I think I'll get to listen to this guy because now my remote is acting up. Why is my remote acting up? Oh! Just imagine in front of people, I'm on a live and he starts acting up. Oh well, let's get back to the language conversation. What do you guys say? They don't teach it in school, Zulu. I can hear Xhosa, but I grew up Eastern Cape when I was boy, but not really that much. When there's a struggle for me. Yeah, but Xhosa, oh, that one, the clicks. It's very, very difficult. I find it weird that we don't vote for the president. The members of parliament vote for the president. Ooh, Karabo Hope! My special somebody. Karabo Hope is my special somebody. So Cupcakes, you saying, how are you? I'm good. I'm glad that you're a fan. Thank you for being a fan. And yeah, please do continue to interact and support the channel. Personally, I struggle with languages. That's Warren Ralph. With other languages, I got 59 for Afrikaans in matric, and I've tried to teach myself Zulu, but I really struggle. I think the best way is to have a friend, to also do, what you call this, practicing in speeches, where you have the direct in translation, and then the actual proper translation. So it will also help with your literature and such as you're practicing, so that you can see where the faults are, because sometimes with direct interpretations, then it just doesn't work. But then if you have an interpretation which is not direct, which does make sense when you're speaking in that language, then you start to learn to understand, okay, these are the do's and don'ts in literature. Musime Iman is speaking now. My remote is acting up, so I don't really want to be working on it while I'm on this live, so that I can show respect to you guys. I just hope with the GNU we can all unite like the proud South Africans we really are, and build this country into what it deserves to be. Warren Ralph, this is not a GNU. It's a grand coalition of about, is it 4 parties, right? It's the DA, ANC, IFP, and the PA. So for now, it's 4 parties. So for this is a coalition. We have to accept that it's a coalition, because if it was a grand nation, yeah, GNU, then there would be more parties in it. But also, it was a strategy that I believe from the ANC, just so that they can protect themselves, that if they fall or one of the other parties does abandon them, they have a safe cushion. So I think it's a strategy game. But I really do doubt the strategy in this political party, because I think with what they did with Jacob Zuma was one of the worst moves that they did, especially poking and trying to humiliate him while it wasn't necessary. I think the July unrest, the 2021 or what, was a big sign that they should have just let the old man rest. But the constant coming after him and Guptas and stuff, whereas they did not go after the Oppenheimers, the Ruperts, but then they want to go after Zuma. But you also have to look at who's funding them. Why are they wanting Zuma down? And now they just made things bad for them. But then it's also nice what they did in KZN, but I really, really want to see the longevity of this, because they fight against the EFF, I mean not the EFF, the EFF and MK. But now you really have to see as time goes, what's going to happen. Are they going to be able to sustain the KZN, really understanding how the Zulus are? They're ungovernable. So these guys are really going to have to back down at some point. Voyo, who's this guy? He was the one who was for the deputy speaker, contesting for deputy speaker. I really like the guy, but I really want... The thing is that if you're in opposition, we don't see exactly what you can offer, but you are very much able to see what Gaten McKenzie was able to offer was just being a mayor and having some municipalities, by elections and stuff. But then he was able to push and gain votes. And he was very dedicated. So I think these guys really need to try and take notes from President Gaten McKenzie, just to try and change. Because if something hasn't been working for a very long time, you really need to change it so that you can try and build your party. Cut down on branches that are not bearing any fruit, so that new ones can emerge, and then see how you can grow. I just hope the genuine. Okay, man, my Zulu friends just teach me swear words. And I just have conversations with them. I know, but that's when guys are having fun. Cartel Fender. I did not watch the news. Who is president and who is vice president? No, the president has just been announced as President Ramaphosa Matamela. The speaker, I really didn't keep the names off by heart. It's the DA candidate that they put forward, Lorraine something. I could be wrong. And then the speaker was Mama Didizo, something like that, of the ANC. So Ramaphosa is the president. Who the vice president is, I think he's gonna get a week. So this time next week, okay, not this late, but next week he will be announcing his cabinet. So he will be telling us who is the president, the deputy president, and his ministers, which will be comprised of ANC, IFP, DA, and PA members overall. But the positions, we just have to wait. I think they still are now negotiating those. Okay, I hope I answered you to your satisfaction. Agreed. I'm from KZN. My biggest worry is that there will be unrest from MK supporters after losing KZN. Yeah, true. But we also have to see how it plays, because I really believe that the IEC really should have tried to make sure that they do satisfy the MK in terms of, like, because they had inquiries and contesting the fairness and the legitimacy of the elections. So I believe they really needed to be given proper, satisfactory answers. But one thing they did not realize about Jacob Zuma is that the guy is one of the most, I really want to listen to this guy, the NCC guy. I don't want to listen to the NCC guy. Okay, now that's bad. I really want to listen to the NCC guy, because with the NCC guy, I know definitely. Okay, I'm just going to do this then. This NCC guy, he says a lot of stuff, but I have to listen to a repeat of it, because he usually says some stuff that you really want to listen to, especially how the colors have not been taken into consideration. As a country, we also
have full support of the ANC anymore. Mr. President, this country is at a crossroads. One wrong move, and our poor will continue to die. Our fear is that the wrong move is really made. I hope that we are wrong. Thank you.
Thank you, PAC.
Now I'm very interested to what here that guy is. I don't know, guys. Tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you rate the
Thank you
Triple
very
C guy?
much.
The
UAC.
colored Congress something. Because that guy, I really do believe he's got so much. It's like he's carrying 1 million souls in him, like 1,000 souls in him. When he speaks, you feel something. He's speaking for people who are definitely South Africans, but they've not been taken into consideration. And it hurts that even a lot of us are feeling like, okay, the black agenda has been put forward. The black agenda has been represented many, many times. But then our leaders are still failing us. As much as our leaders are still failing us, they try. So we do have a bit of a cushion. But then we have the whites who are also being well represented. But then the colors are not. So it was very, very necessary that. Did you just hear what this guy said? Can you guys hear Sesotho? The Afro guy. Guys. Tswe. Eh. This guy speaking his own. Hey, this guy. Hey. I like this guy.
Thank you, Honorable
Honorable November. What is nice about him? My remote is acting up, guys. I'm struggling to control my volume now. The guy speaks about, he looks at President Ramaphosa and he says to President Ramaphosa, please, go and ask for our land from he says the one Bamala or Al-Hodimu, from the ones of the color, from the ones of the heaven colors or whatever that is. So which is white. He's saying white people. So what he's saying that the ANC are going to partnership with the whites. He's obviously saying the DA. But then in that he says, case did not go and vote. Our case did not go and vote because they are smoking nyaupe. Our kids are high, they've lost hope, they're not even voting. That also speaks to the number. You remember there's about 56% of South Africans that voted. Then there's a whole other 44% that did not vote. They were unbothered, did not even care to go and take part. Why do I say this? Because where I work is a factory, right? We make clothes for different departments. Mainly in the departments like the government departments. So we make mainly tracksuits, jackets, So speaking to some other ladies, while there's this power outage, but then it was being fixed, an hour later it was okay. So I said, did you vote? No. Why did you not vote? We were not being taken care of. We did not have houses. We have given ourselves some land, and then we were now be having shacks. But the ANC are only coming when it's time to vote. What's this vote? I didn't charge it adequately, guys. Forgive me, ne? So now that speaks to why the people did not vote. That the turnout, which is what the Afro guy was saying, he's saying that people are not engaged in politics because why? They are not feeling like they are part of it, or they are being considered or acknowledged, or in fact being taken care of, because the duty of the government, we elect the government, so they are working for us. So hence, if they are giving us 350s, they are failing us. They failed us. And if they can't give us jobs, they are failing us. This is our land. South Africa is our land. So they are just being put forward to represent us, best represent us, government level, so that we could have better services, we could have better food, better livelihood. So we really need to punish the ANC and this current government if they do not deliver. So you guys really need to understand that, because mainly if you look at the kings, they have to keep giving to their people. But then you find that you'd have other kings where they have land and they have a constituency and everything, but the people do not feel part of it. They're not even considered. So once people have lost hope, they lose hope in systems overall. Which is why, because I'm not a racist, but I want to say white people, they understand the importance of vote, but then hence they vote in numbers. But when we in that's okay, I'm a process about to speak. But then when we have to go and vote, we find our brothers saying, I don't care, I'm just gonna sleep, I'm gonna be washing my clothes. And that calls for some serious concern because a lot of those youth could have voted the ANC out. We shouldn't have been dealing with Matamela again. We shouldn't be dealing with Matamela again. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. I don't know, guys. Do you guys want us to listen to Matamela now or not? Hello, Paulo. So, Shapoda, Paulo. Shapo, my brother. 18 million did not vote through Cyborg because that now represents 18 million. Is those numbers correct? But then a large number of people did not vote. It's sad. Very, very sad. I'm not even happy about it. We really need to increase political knowledge, political literacy. People underestimate or undermine the need and the use of voting. But I'm very mad. This guy is a weak president. Can't take decisions. And he still sold Mandela out. He sold Mandela out. Like they say, what did he invent? Most people who are rich invented something. Or actually were in some sort of business. What was he involved in? Shanduka, Glencore. Yo, pala. So yeah, guys, you have to think about those, Think about those. But it's gonna be very interesting, especially I don't know if you guys saw, but immediately after he was elected as president, right now after the voting, Floyd Shivambu, then they put forward a letter, I think it was already prepared, of impeachment against President Ramaphosa. So I think it's going to be explored at a later stage. But it's also going to be very interesting. And I'm going to be coming to you again with a live, which we're going to be talking. And I hope, Cyborg, you are there. I know many white people who have never voted. I think the black voters who didn't vote were mostly to protest the ANC. And those who did vote for MK to punish the ANC. Well, to answer you, I don't know about the white people. I disagree. But then you have a right to have your opinion. I disagree because a lot of white people, I don't think I've met one white person who said they did not vote. And even when I was in the land, because I live in a suburban area, it was, I will be subscribed, all the rest. Yeah. At the lines, there were mostly white people in front of me, the back of me. So I only started to see a lot of black people as it was late. Just like, African time, that's our thing. It's how we best represent ourselves. Subscribe, guys. Please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe. I'm going to try to give you a bit more personal because I really want to become more I want to have a more personal relationship with you guys. Let's talk politics. I want to try to also teach politics as much as I'll also be learning. I don't have any, like the one guy who commented about his education. I didn't go to school for politics. I was just one guy who's sharing his opinions. But I also want to share my opinions with people who are like-minded, who are actually patriots at heart. Even if you are not in the Patriotic Alliance, even if you are part of the ANC, the DA, MK, EFF, doesn't matter. let's just build a community where you can talk about politics, we can engage, and maybe in the future we can share a life, we can debate, or we could just highlight some of the things that we've seen the parties are doing. Anything political, of political interest, we're open for conversations. So now we're going to be building a more of a community where we can talk, we can have follow-ups, and we can maybe have a weekly date where we know we'll meet, have certain conversations. So it will be very, very nice. It'll be very, very, very nice, especially maybe like weekends when most people are off. Some of us work 7 to 5. Yo, it's draining. By the time you get home, it's already dark. You have to do 2 or 3 things. Then you're so tired you want to sleep. It's the following day and over 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 again. But
for which they voted for to find common ground and to overcome their differences, to act and to work together for the good of everyone.
but what is really going on in the DA people's mind, like as they look at this unity of the ANC and everything, what is going through their minds? They used to say, stop the Doomsday Coalition. The Doomsday Coalition actually meant that in terms of the economy, the markets, it would be doomsday. You know why I say that, guys? Because they would have known that the MK and the ANC and EFF together would have taken the land. So they're actually in this unwillingly. They do not want to be in this. I don't know if you saw when they are voting for the president. Did you look at John Steenhuisen when he voted? He gave that fake smile like, that wasn't a pure smile. A pure smile, you can't just turn it off like that. You have to like this if you want to turn it so quickly. The Oppenheimer man is like, my markets. I control these markets of Africa and South Africa. So because I'm funding you, you're going to have to go and talk to the ANC. It's like that. It is like that. So that's why I'm saying it's going to be very, very funny seeing the ideological differences, especially John Steenhuisen. Do you remember what he said, and Alan Winde, or that mayor of Cape Town, they said about Putin, said if he was to land in the Western Cape, they're arresting him. Who was the Minister of Police at that time? Not any one of the DA. So it was very, very, very funny of them to say they would arrest the guy. Like, who are you arresting, my guy? With what? With what? With what? Metro Police. Yo, what a joke. They don't even have proper uniform. And which is what they really need to work on. Yeah, they really need to work on that. But then in terms of going back, before I deviate, imagine now there's a BRICS meeting. Say just for interest's sake, John Steenhuisen is the deputy president. Is he going to shake the hands of President Putin? So this is going to be very, very interesting next few months, year, or years, if they can even go past 1 year. It's really going to be funny. Because a lot of things that they've already said, they've turned back on. We will never work with the ANC. Mama said anti-ANC. The moment ANC now has the ice cream, you start running, give me some, daddy. Yo, what a marriage, Makoti. Yo, I feel like singing Makoti Kidi Nako, Achika Chika Makoti wa Hanana. These beautiful wedding songs. You really hope they listen to the MK party. Tell me, why do you really want them to listen to the MK party? The MK party, I've got nothing personal against them. I just believe they were necessary, and I'm happy that they are there so that the ANC were no longer able to rule by majority. Yeah, they came third. But then the thing is that with the MK party, I feel like they might have played some of their cards wrong, especially the one of not coming to the National Assembly. But then I think it's also a learning curve. Something in me tells me that Zuma is strategizing. What do I do when I send these guys to the, and their voice is being silenced? Oh, David's hair. Of sending these guys to the parliament. And then having sent them to the parliament, he is not there. What are they going to say? We don't know these guys. We do not know any of these guys. We just know maybe some of the famous ones who are already famous by something, and that is not politics. Even Jabulani Kumalo, what was he hoping by defying Jacob Zuma? Especially since nobody knows him. Can anybody tell me what does that guy do? He should go on. I blew it. He fumbled the bag. Ramaphosa is a sellout, guys. The voice is being silenced, but the voice will always be heard. They can really do nothing because you guys saw this. He's gonna be talking again on Sunday, so I really want to hear what he's gonna say on Sunday, 2:00 in Joburg at a location still to be confirmed. What do you think about the allegations of the previous MK leader about Zuma's daughter faking his letter of resignation? Well, I really think they have a point. I really do think that they have a point. One thing Jabulani Kumalo doesn't know that how clever Jacob Zuma is. So I really think in the terms of that they have already now suing him for defamation of saying that the daughter faked the letter. I think it was not a letter of resignation. It was about that. It was a letter of, I think, about giving away power to Zuma, something like that, saying that he's not the leader and Zuma is something like that. So now that he said that they faked his signature, then they went and did affidavits at the police station with their statement saying that they were witnesses and whoever was a witness there. And then also the court throughout his case, remember saying, in terms of some of the things that he said while he was holding the mic, he had contradicted himself. And this, based on the court's analysis, they concluded that they cannot continue to waste their time any further with the guy. So hence he's being charged to pay the money. They bow down to Oppenheimer. And that's why I was very confident. I'm still very confident in Gayton McKenzie. He's not going to be bowing down to them. Like he said, at Bang, I will arrest you. I will do exactly what President Putin did to the billionaires in Russia. And what the king in Saudi did to the billionaires in Saudi. Release that money back into the economy so that people can have work and the money could circulate and be busy in our economy. Tell us about that market. Not the market of the JS What and the New York markets. We are not in New York. And one thing that I really, really like about President Jacob Zuma was like saying, I will change the constitution because we are not home and Dutch. Who's home and Dutch here? He was speaking Zulu. Who is home and Dutch here? Because I only see Africans here. So we need an African constitution. That one and Codesa, I will always support till the day I meet my maker. As much as I'm 100% behind the PA. PA is cool. I hope you're a member, because if you're not, we can sign you up there. We can sign you up there. We can sign you up. I hope you're also watching with me, Alien Cyborg. Yeah, ne? Pastor. Guys, you know, here in the PA, we respect the pastors and we put God first.
You will call on me.
So let's give the pastor. I'd really also, this will also be sort of like almost closing off.
And I will deliver and honor you.
We'll also be doing a send off.
God is talking and blessing.
Let's hear the word of the Lord, guys. The word of the Lord.
This is the homework of this house for the next 5 years. To call upon God. In times of trouble,
Call on
He
him.
will answer.
Call on me.
Is depending on
Now,
everybody.
ngiyabonga kakhulu. La nami ngiyabonga Alien Cyborg. Lala kamnandi.
Upon His name.
Lala
He
kahle.
wants to honor.
Lala kahle baba.
Can we stand and pray together?
Guys, let's stand and pray so that I can also close off the live. It was very, very nice. Where in Africa you live? I live in Free State. Free State, South Africa.
We acknowledge your sovereignty.
Ever been in the Free State? Aldo van Koller, where do you come from? Where do you come from? Are you also South African?
Love of our women,
I sign you up.
love of our children,
Free
for the
State.
love of our
Where in the
country.
Free State?
Father God,
Free State
you
is
bless
big.
This house.
Yeah, man, pray for
Let
us.
this house be the house of solutions. Let this house be the house of your people. For the sake of
So you're
your
still using
children,
that old colonial name, Free State, Bloemfontein. Okay, that's nice. I only live like an hour away from Bloemfontein.
under this roof
Maybe an hour,
right now,
15 minutes.
we cancel every
057. Bloom is 051. 057. 005.
against this house that has prophesied against South Africa.
Prophesy, Pastor.
The gap right now.
Let's pray, guys. Out of Angola.
You've got no place in this house. Father God, we bless each and everyone.
Bless them, God.
For the people of South
I try.
Almighty God, right now, I sprinkle the blood of Jesus upon each and every individual.
Yes. I fluently understand English and Sesotho. So Afrikaans, I do understand. I have colored friends, I have Afrikaner or Brachte Boeren friends. So, yeah, I'm actually going to them first thing tomorrow morning. Before they're going shooting. So that's a nice thing. So I'm just gonna go by. But then I know like a week later, since they will come from hunting tomorrow, I'll be having some biltong. Let's eat biltong. I'll do. The thing is, reading is gonna give me a problem. Yeah, I try. But I can't wait for the biltong when my friend is done hunting. It's not like he's gonna eat all that biltong alone. Okay, so we're also having an Indian prayer, but then we have to be inclusive, so let's give them a chance as well. It's like we've always said, these elections are always about representation. It's very nice to now have representation of different people, different backgrounds. I don't know how to react because it's just all foreign to me. Guys, we must also learn Hindu. Is it Hindu or Indian? Yeah, we really need to learn it. Because now also we have parties like Al Jama and stuff. So, why did you want to speak to me, Aldo van Gola? I'm listening. Talk to me quickly. I'm listening. I'm almost gonna go out. I'm not gonna go out. I'm gonna go out. Do you understand Sesotho? Can I speak Sotho to you? Ana wa nkutlwa ntate. Ana o thabela live ena na? Kapa tjhe? Guys. I think that's all for today. Out of Angola, I was waiting to hear what you want to say so that I can answer you before I go off. So, are you getting back to me? I'm waiting, my guy. Yeah. But I hope you guys have really enjoyed today's podcast of elections. It was very, very interesting to actually see the DA who were actively campaigning against the ANC and speaking bad about the ANC, for them to be the first to jump into bed with the ANC of Matamela Ramaphosa. Very, very weird and very, very funny. But it's also interesting because we're now going to see how the ANC reacts when they, in desperation, because they can literally do nothing now on their own. They need these guys. But then now in the administration, we have to see. The executive, we just saw a bit of it. So it's going to be very interesting. So it's going to be very, very, very interesting because now we can no longer separate the two. They're now in the same basket. So are you guys telling me that we can now judge, say the ANC didn't do 1, 2, 3? Now I want to see all the people going to the potholes and saying ANC, DA, because they're the main people. They didn't even need the IFP and the PA to be specific. 40% and 22%. Talking about 62%. So they didn't need anybody else. So it's very, very funny, especially in the terms of the ANC also playing it safe so that they do not only depend on the DA. Because probably if they depend on the DA, they probably will have been having the speaker being from the DA. But then I'm satisfied, as much as I disagree with a lot of the decisions they took today, but I'm satisfied that the rights is one that is going forward. So I'm happy, but I'm also very happy that I have people like you guys who will come onto these lives and we can have a short conversation for an hour of your night. So I really do hope you guys have a good night's rest. I really hope you guys are happy with who have been selected, because if you are not happy, that calls for you to go and change and actually educate people to vote and educate them about their decisions and the implications of not voting, because now decisions will be taken for us, whether you voted or not. You only have one voice to play. Oh no, two. It's your vote, and you can protest, but doing it within the confinements of the law. We are law-abiding citizens. We are patriots. We put God first, and we prioritize our people. Hence we say Abahambe. Hence we say South Africans first. Guys, I love you. Good night.